Hey, I'm Jonathan Ressler. Restarting feels productive, but it's not. Restarting is avoidance dressed up as hope. Every restart gives you a rush, a clean slate, a new plan, fresh rules. You feel motivated and you feel focused and you feel like you're back in control, but nothing changed. I know the pattern because I lived inside of it. I lost over 140 pounds, and here's the part people don't like hearing. The diets actually worked and the plans worked and motivation worked until life showed up. Work stress, family issues, travel, bad days. Every time life interfered, I restarted. And every restart trained the same behavior. Quit when it gets uncomfortable, reset instead of stabilize, and erase instead of adjust. Restarting lets you avoid the one thing that matters: consistency. Consistency feels slow and messy, and it doesn't feel heroic, so people avoid it. A restart feels clean and wipes away guilt. It lets you pretend that failure was the plan, not the behavior. You didn't fail. You just need a better restart. That's the lie. Nothing meaningful changes in a reset. Reset changes rules. They don't change patterns. People love restarts because restarts delay accountability. You don't have to face what you broke. You don't have to fix the behavior that failed. You don't have to sit in the discomfort and keep going. You get to start over and feel virtuous again. That's why people restart their weight loss every Monday, every January, and every holiday after every bad week. They're not stuck because they lack discipline. They're stuck because restarting is easier than stabilizing. Stabilizing means staying in the game when it's ugly, eating normally after a bad meal instead of blowing up the week, showing up imperfectly instead of quitting dramatically, keeping the structure when the motivation is gone. That part is boring, so people quit. Restarting also protects identity. If you're always starting, you never have to admit what you're doing consistently doesn't work. You can blame the timing, you can blame the plan, you can blame circumstances. You never have to say the truth. I stop when things get uncomfortable. That's not limited to weight. People restart careers instead of fixing habits that make them miserable at work. They restart relationships instead of changing how they communicate. They restart routines instead of learning how to operate without excitement. They burn everything down and call it growth. That's not growth, it's escape. When I finally lost 140 pounds, it was not because I found the perfect plan. It was because I stopped restarting. Bad day? I stayed. Missed a choice? I stayed. Life interfered, and I stayed. No reset, no dramatic comeback, no fresh rules. I kept the structure and removed the emotion. Restarting trains you to associate discomfort with quitting. That's the most dangerous pattern you can build because discomfort is guaranteed. Hunger, boredom, frustration, doubt. Those feelings don't mean something's wrong. They mean you're doing something different. Most people interpret discomfort as a signal to restart, but it's not. It's the signal to stabilize. Stability is where change actually happens, not in motivation, not in excitement, not in clean slates, in repetition, boring repetition, unsexy repetition, daily repetition, eating the same normal meals, making the same reasonable choices, showing up without drama. That's how patterns change. Restarting keeps you emotional. Stability keeps you effective. This channel doesn't sell dramatic transformations. Those are built on restarts and collapse fast. It teaches you how to stop lighting your life on fire and rebuilding it over and over again. If you love fresh starts, this video will frustrate the shit out of you because fresh starts let you hide. If you want lasting change, this is the truth you need. Your problem is not that you fail. Your problem is that you quit and calling it restarting. Stop restarting, start stabilizing. That's where outcomes change.